In the sprawling city of Eldoria, where the lights of the nightlife shine as brightly as the stars in the sky, there was a nightclub called Velvet Shadows. It was a place of allure and mystery, where the music was intoxicating and the dancers were mesmerizing. Amongst them was a young woman called Isadora, whose beauty was as captivating as the moonlight on a summer's night. Isadora was a dancer, a siren of the stage whose movements were poetry in motion. She had a grace and elegance that drew the eye of every patron in the club. Yet, behind her captivating facade lay a heart that yearned for something more. She danced not just for the money, but to escape, to feel alive in a world that often felt cold and empty. One fateful night, after her performance had ended and the club had closed its doors, Isadora found herself alone with a stranger. He was a man of mystery, a wanderer whose eyes held secrets untold. They shared a drink and then another, their conversation flowing as freely as the liquor. As the night wore on, Isadora and the wanderer grew closer, their inhibition fading away with each passing moment. They shared stories of their past, their dreams, their desires, finding solace in each other's company. And when the dawn broke, they found themselves in each other's arms, their bodies entwined as if they were two halves of a whole. But as the sun rose over Eldoria, reality came crashing back down on them. The wanderer had a life beyond the city, a world of responsibilities and commitments that called him away. Isadora knew that their night together was just that, a fleeting moment in time that could never be recaptured. Heartbroken, yet strangely exhilarated, Isadora returned to her life at Velvet Shadows, the memory of the wanderer burning brightly in her mind. She danced with a newfound passion, losing herself in the music and the movement, hoping to recapture even a fraction of the magic she had felt that night. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Yet, Isadora could not forget the wanderer. She found herself haunted by his memory, his touch, his scent. She longed to see him again, to feel his arms around her. But she knew it was a foolish dream, a fantasy that could never be realized. And then one night, as she danced beneath the velvet shadows of the club, he appeared. The wanderer stood in the shadows, his eyes locked on Isadora, a smile playing at the corners of his lips. Without a word, he approached her, taking her hand in his and leading her away from the stage. Together they left the club behind, stepping out into the cool night air. They walked the streets of Eldoria, their footsteps echoing in the silence until they reached a quiet park bathed in moonlight. There, under the watchful gaze of the stars, they shared a moment of pure, unadulterated bliss. In that moment, Isadora knew that she had found what she had been searching for. She had found love in all its fleeting, fragile, and beauty. And as she lay in the arms of the wanderer, her heart full to bursting, she knew that she would never be alone again. And so, the tale of the beautiful stripper and the one-night stand man came to an end. Not in tragedy, but in triumph. For in each other, they had found a love that transcended time and space. A love that would endure for all eternity.